50 employees, beautiful offices, gorgeous suite, VIP room. It's really, really a nice deal. And he mentioned, yeah, we really should get a video. So Rob and Tom are talking about doing a video. And then I want to thank Kelly. Kelly works with Memorial Park Dental. Kelly had talked to the owner about hiring our block as a consulting company, and that's about a $10,000 piece of business. So, I mean, right now we're at about $25,000 here in the first month of legitimate, real business. We're not playing with monopoly money here. So thank you, Kelly, for that. Okay, what we want to do is we're going to take a couple of minutes. I want you to get to know the website, and every meeting will be a little bit different. Obviously, the meetings going forward will have even more time for networking. But right now, we got to know how to interact, because when you leave here in 20 minutes, we can't wait till the next meeting to start to network, or this is going to fall flat on its face and you waste a bunch of money. And I'm not interested in having that happen. So I want to make sure everyone knows how to get on the website. It's Network in Action. It works best right now if you type it into the browser. Once you get to Network in Action, you've got a password. If you forget your password, simply fill it in and it'll shoot you a new one, a temporary one. Okay? Once you're in the site, you're in the community group. So when the group starts in West Houston or West China, they'll have their own community. You won't be in that group. So when you log in, you've been assigned to this Houston group. Okay? So once you're in this Houston group, you can post information. You get points for everything you do. So Daniela, let's start there. If you'll go to meeting points. Points, I'm sorry. Okay, so under points, there's some rules there about how to, go ahead and go to the rules. There's some rules about how you earn points. Okay? And it's everything from posting a picture to a video to a one-to-one to posting an article. Anything about the industry that you would find in the group would be helpful. Okay? If you would, Daniela, go ahead and let's look at the rankings right now. So right now, the member ranking, you can scroll all the way to the bottom for me. You're multitasking there with that. Holly's eating. Maybe you could do the filming.
You know what I'm saying? What is this?
Scroll all the way to the bottom. So you notice right there, we've got a bunch of honey boo-boos. That's what I referred to earlier. Those are people who have probably built a profile, probably have not posted any articles or pictures or videos, probably have not passed a lead, and you got to get this thing like right, perfect. Okay, so have not passed the lead. So if you notice, what's the next level there?
Jed Clampett.
Jed Clampett. There's several of us Jed Clampetts, including myself. I've got 122 points. I've passed a lead or two and posted articles and music. And we make our way up. Justin is what?
That's the millionaire from Gilligan's Island.
Okay, Justin's the millionaire from Gilligan's Island. Ultimately, what you want to do is you want to become Warren Buffett within the group. But if you don't continue to be active, you're going to lose that deal. So who else do we have there? Daniela, the website developer, and the guy that's on the website all the time is Rigdist, where he's at the top. So Daniela is, let's see, Helen. Helen is Walter White right now. Let me talk about Helen. Helen has passed, and I want to take a second to thank people for this. I want to go around because all of you have helped. But Helen has passed 3 leads to me for people that are interested in our West group that will be starting shortly, or Network in Action. Gary has passed a number of leads. Sorry?
I just passed one.
Because you got to go on here and pass them.
I just passed one to Randy.
So, okay, so great.
From my phone.
Very nice. So Helen has the app downloaded. If you have an Android phone and a password to the group, I would encourage you to download the app. The iPhone app is coming shortly, and I will let you know. We'll make a notice when it's ready. But the idea behind the app is simple. If you're sitting in a dark restaurant with a friend, one of the things I've noticed about network groups is a lot of networking, a lot of leads get passed amongst the 20 or 25 people in the group, right? But very few leads get passed to friends or people that aren't in the group. We're not front of mind. So we want to make that easy. You're sitting in a restaurant, you're at your kid's function, somebody needs something, and you know that there's a member in the group. All you have to do is touch your free smartphone app that you can only log in if you're a member. Okay? I know Kelly's downloaded it. Kevin's downloaded it. So basically, you scroll to whatever category you want to pass the lead to. You ask the individual, do you want to be contacted by phone or email? You add their phone or email. You can click call right now. You can click call in a week, or client will call you. Put a little note in there if you want and hit submit. And it'll either send a text or an email straight to you as a lead. And then it's tracked on the website. So we don't have to stand at the next meeting and talk about pink slips. Okay? So all the technology behind this is up and operating. And again, we'll have the smartphone app shortly. Okay, so this is where you would pass a lead. If you scroll down, you want to pass a lead to Randy Fly. Pick the first one there, Daniela. Lead is going to go to Randy. You put the prospect's name, address, phone number in there, fill it out, and hit save. If you can, try to put the amount. If you think you know what the amount of the transaction is, add that. You don't always know that, and that's okay. Okay? We'll talk next meeting about closed business, because that's really what it's all about, right? At the end of the day, it's about closed business. So, you don't want to use this frivolously. Please don't put stuff on it. It's not a legitimate lead. You get quite a reputation for that. Okay? Let's talk about a couple things. Okay, so let's take a little scavenger hunt here. If I want to go to find rankings on the website, we've shown where that is. Okay? Let's try to find somebody that likes fishing and actually owns a charter boat. Poke around there. Anybody know anybody? Who would that be? Go ahead. Oh, the captain, go ahead and stand up there. The captain of the charter boat happens to be here. Okay, so what you're going to do, what we wanted to do here really is show you where you go to find out about people. So if you go to Find Professionals, by profession, and you click on Gary Cooper. Click on Gary Cooper. And when you read about Gary, you'll see in the About Me section, Gary mentions some of his hobbies and some of the things he likes, and the facts that he owns his charter boat. So you've got to spend some time during the month getting to know your members. Again, if you just show up once a month, it's not going to work too well. Okay? 2 charter boats? That's one of those deals where how do you turn $1 million? How do you turn $100 into $1 million into 100?
Don't say it, David. Don't you do that, man.
Okay. All right, Danielle, if you will, how do I go to RSVP to an event?
That's easy. You go to events.
All right. You can post an event here, or you can RSVP to an event. And so your next Network in Action meeting. Okay. Now, one of the things that we haven't talked a whole lot about is we'll be hosting 3 meetings in the next month. That's a requirement. You got to make one of those meetings, and it's basically a training on how are we going to network, how are we going to make this work. It's 45 minutes. The first one is at Kevin's office next week, and I'll have the other ones up here by the end of the day or early tomorrow morning. So we'll be sending you notices. Click on one, come, it's a brown bag lunch, and we're going to talk about different things that's going to make this work. So it'll be a little more in-depth training, okay? And that's a requirement to make one of those. All right, the next thing, how about... which member has 2 daughters that performs at birthday parties for the movie Frozen? Oh, good guess. You said that. Very good, Justin. So you can also find it under, one more time, About Me.
Find Professionals.
Find Professionals.
You could find their profile by typing their name in, or you could go to the group and click all the members of the group. Just list everybody if you wanted. There's all types of ways you could find a profile.
Can you put in keywords like fishing charter, for example? Would it pull his?
Well, let's try it.
Or for Helen's active?
Fishing. Let's see what that comes up with. I don't think so. Nah.
No.
But Helen.
Now you just challenge Daniela to do something there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Build it.
All right.
there you go.
Daniela, show us if you
Shame
want
on
to
me.
add a video. If you want to add a video, where would you go, Daniela?
I think it's on the videos tab.
Now, good guess. So you go to the video tab. All right, there's 2 different ways you can add video. This is important for you to know if you can try to remember. If you want to post a video that's going to stay up there forever,